Hello art friends and everybody else. My name is lil-cheri-chan, and today I'm going to be creating a new character using the MishMash challenge. My idea is that I wanted to take a good amount of cute and creepy and put it into this character. To make her look like a creepy pasta, but one you'd still want to snuggle and hug. I'm basing her off of Fleshwad's May, a character named Gummy Bear, which belongs to me but was designed by my friend, Tilly's Imagination. I am basing her off of Magnum Luna's drawing and version of Luna, and I'm basing her off this adorable little devil girl that I found, although I do not know who the original artist of her is. I'll leave links to all the artists of who I drew and based my character off of in the description. For this character, at first I was going to just have her hair up all the way, but even though when I try to do space buns my hair is technically up all the way, I wanted her to have some of her hair down, as if her hair was really thick. So she only has half of her hair up and the rest of it is down going. Making this character, I was working hard on trying to balance that cute idea with a creepy kind of look. So as you'll see later, she does have a kind of creepy vibe to her. I gave her kind of long, curly, messy hair to kind of show off that her hair is even longer and to kind of get towards that creep factor, because long, messy hair is typically something you see in creepypasta female characters. For her face, I decided that I wanted to give her the nice full lips that I have, and I gave her more of an almond-shaped eye and did extensive eyelashes on her to make sure she looked very sweet and kind. The way I do eyelashes is I draw them out and then I erase them a little bit to make them look more sharp and pointed. I gave her thin eyebrows since you weren't exactly going to see them anyway, and I tried to make it look towards like she was looking at the viewer, staring into you. And although we aren't to the coloring yet, when I color, I made sure to give her a more interesting look. The pose she's currently in is a pose that I have made myself, and it's a little base pose that I use a lot, but I added some extra flair by putting one of the arms up and kind of touching her to show off her personality a little more. I decided that her outfit would be more snuggly and cute, but at first I didn't know how to do this, so I decided to draw this long-sleeved shirt, but I ended up deciding to put her in one of the giant sweaters that I like to wear. You see, I'm typically always stealing this giant Marvel sweater from my younger sister, and it's so big on her and me that we wear it as a dress. So I decided to put her in something similar to that, only I gave it more of a jock style look. My ideas for this character is that her name is Cheerophobia, and you can call her Cheerio or Cheery. I'll probably refer to her as Cheerio, as I had another character for a very long time named Cheery. And although that character's name has now been switched to Strawberry Milk, as I don't want the two characters getting too confused all the time, and I like having the username lil-cheri-chan, I do want to make sure that these two characters are separate enough from one another where there isn't such a huge thing of confusion. I was going to have her wear just shoes, but I decided it'd be more interesting if she had long socks and wasn't wearing any kind of like shoes. So even though she looks nice, the bottom of her socks would actually be very muddy and dirty, or maybe dusty. It depends on what she was walking on, though I imagine you find this character late at night walking the streets or deep in the woods. Now we moved on to coloring, and I decided that Cherry would have very, very pale skin, kind of making her look ghostly and dead. As I started coloring her hair, I decided that I was going to give her horns. I think this helped add the creep factor to her and helped her look more, not exactly scary, but more suspicious. Like this, seeing a girl that looked like her was too normal in my eyes, so I added these long, out-curved horns to try to make her look a little more studious and as if you should be suspicious of her. Finally, I started coloring her hair, and I wanted to make sure that she still had this kind of cute, sweet girl look to her. So the idea was that I was going to use the same pinks that are in Gummy Bear's hair, and even use the salmon pink that is in the Demon Girl's hair. I gradiated Gummy Bear's hair down just like I have in the original picture of Gummy Bear. And I even made sure that her buns, once I colored them, had some gradient to them since they would be her hair. And obviously that's not only the top of her head, that would be like the middle of her hair. I decided to have her sweater be a kind of dark gray, although I'll change it in a minute. I went through several color ideas before I settled on a dark gray, and I decided to give it a kind of jersey look like you would see at school, what kids wear, by giving it the white lines. I did darken it because I wasn't truly happy with the way it looked being a light gray. With her socks, I kind of struggled for a little bit trying to figure out what exact color I wanted to use. And I thought maybe pink would be sweet for her, but in the end, I decided to use a kind of burgundy red because it's one of my favorite colors, and I thought that it would be the cutest color upon her and would kind of match her outfit a little better. As I went through it further, I did decide that mixing burgundy and pink would probably be cute, but eventually I couldn't figure out what I wanted, so I did a gray with a white stripe at the top, which is a cute kind of socks I see a lot. For her eyes, I decided to do an icy blue, as if they had been iced over several times. Usually when I make the irises, it's just a white dot in the middle, as I believe it's more interesting than seeing a black dot. But with her, I made her white dot more of a slit, like in a cat's eye. I then decided to take icy colors and to begin to start the shading. Although I didn't do any deep coloring and details, I always shade and color and detail the eyes, as I just find them so much fun to do. With her, I wanted her eyes to have this look that she was almost stalking prey. And although you cannot see it in this picture, she does have super sharp teeth. I even added a dark blue shade to her eyes to give her a more sinister look in the end. I thought of giving her a tail, but I decided against it and decided that her free hand down would actually be better suited off for something that was more different. I'm a little addicted to giving characters freckles, so I decided that she would have freckles, and I added a sweet little pink blush to her in order to make sure that she had the best look possible. That, and I just always find it so cute to give characters a sweet blush. Finally, I decided to kind of move into her cheerophobia side, and I added the magic around her hands. You see, cheerophobia is the fear of being happy. One of my ideas with Cherry here is that she looks so sweet and happy, and that is what should scare you. You should be afraid because she makes you afraid to be happy. I added in what almost looked like magic on her hand. Well, obviously it is magic, but it's almost like a little galaxy she's making. Her magic looks like a small galaxy, soft, sweet, and adorable. The idea was that this would be a good way to mix creepy and cute, to have a character that was so sweet, and yet she had such sinister details. Although those can all be talked about in a different video, this was my way of mix and matching characters together in order to create my new mascot, Cheerophobia, or Cherry as we will call her. This is the finished product, and I'm actually very proud with the way it came out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. This was obviously unscripted, and it's the first time I ever got to do a video like this, but I hope you all enjoyed it anyway. Have a good night, and please, get home safe.